Donetsk Oblast, an unarmored Russian buggy runs into a Ukrainian anti-tank landmine. Soldiers from the 3rd Assault Company of the 21st Separate Infantry Battalion, Sarmat, directed an airstrike, possible GBU-39, on Russian positions in the northern outskirts of Chasiv Yar. Satellite images obtained by Radio Svoboda show a completely destroyed Russian ammunition depot near the village of Soldatske in the Voronezh region. After months of delay, the White House finally submitted a strategy for the war in Ukraine. The White House has submitted a secret report to Congress outlining the strategy for the war in Ukraine. This follows a requirement set in a $61 billion aid package passed in April, with a deadline for June. The report was sent to lawmakers on September 9th, but they have not yet had the opportunity to review it. A big explosion happened in a large Russian metallurgic plant. A powerful explosion occurred at the Evraz NTMK plant in Nizhny Tagil, Sverdlovsk region in Russia. One person was killed, and 3 others were injured. Ukrainian volunteer reports killing of 11 civilians by Russian sabotage and reconnaissance group in Donetsk region. I tried to understand the situation for a long time until I found confirmation on video. In my native Ukrainsk, Russians committed a terrible crime. A few days ago, an enemy sabotage and reconnaissance group entered the house where I spent my entire childhood. At that time, 22 people were hiding in the neighboring basement. My neighbors and acquaintances. It is still not known for sure what exactly happened and how, but the Russians killed 11 of them. Zrение говорит доброволец Sergei Nakонечный. He added that volunteers tried to persuade people to leave, but they stayed. I know these people, and they are not waiters or some kind of Ruskomertsi. They are simply frightened civilians who did not know what would happen next and hoped that everything would be fine, Nakoniechny wrote. He also posted a video of a volunteer who said he personally encouraged people to leave several days ago. There is no confirmation of this information. In the comments to the publication, Nakoniechny claims that the survivors were taken to other places. They are still in shock. He promised to write details of what happened later. Zelensky is developing a unilateral roadmap to end the war by this fall, relying on international pressure on Russia to secure peace on terms favorable to Kyiv. Zelensky's plan for victory focuses on support from Ukraine's allies, rather than Russia's cooperation. And he believes the war could end if enough pressure is applied through additional military aid to Ukraine. What? Lavrov now claims Russia's war in Ukraine was never about territories, and they are fine not having them. They just want peace and human treatment for Russian-speaking Ukrainians. I guess that's why they killed so many ethnic Russians in Donbass, especially Mariupol.
Содержатся намеки о том, что давайте исходить из того, что придется территориальный вопрос решить с учетом реалий на земле. Речь не о территории. Мы чужой земли никогда не хотели. Мы просто хотели, чтобы к людям, которые являются неотъемлемой частью русского мира, русской культуры, русского языка, истории, религии, чтобы к ним относились по-человечески, как того требует международное право, многочисленные конвенции, о правах человека и о правах национальных меньшинств, и как того требует прежде всего Устав Организации Объединенных Наций. Вот многочисленные идеи, которые плавают вокруг формулы Зеленского, они, как правило, начинаются со слов о том, что надо прекратить боевые действия и выполнить международное право, имея в виду обеспечение территориальной целостности Украины.
France, Germany, and the UK plan to cancel air connections with Iran and prepare sanctions against the country, according to the foreign ministers of these nations. The governments condemned the transfer of Iranian ballistic missiles to Russia. Planned measures include canceling aviation agreements with Iran, identifying individuals and organizations involved in the missile transfer, and imposing sanctions on Iran Air. An award-winning journalist, David Knowles, who run the Telegraph podcast Ukraine, the latest, has suddenly died in Gibraltar, aged 32. He massively contributed to spreading the truth. Car for Ukraine has organized a rapid memorial response to it to honor his life and his work and save lives in Ukraine. Please join us in honoring David Knowles.
Today, a lot of people discuss the debates that happened in the United States. But today, we also grieve the death of David Knowles.
I'm David Knowles, and this is Ukraine, the latest.
Suddenly died in Gibraltar, aged 32. Car for Ukraine wishes to honor the contribution and life of David, who was the creator and the host of Ukraine the latest since February 2022. Ukraine the latest had a huge impact on Car for Ukraine because many donors explained that they first knew of us through this podcast. We also pay homage to all podcasters, journalists, and communicators who daily create honest, verified information about the war in Ukraine. The podcast team has said that David would wish us to continue our work to support Ukraine, and therefore we wish to deliver vehicles to save lives in David's name. We will put David's name on any vehicle bought through this memorial. The memorial has no target amount. Please join us in honoring David Knowles.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.